listen. You're not going to see me for a while, but I will be with you.
What do you mean?
You leave me alone?
No, I am not.
I'm canonically a coward.
Yeah, ditto, kiddo. It galls me to do this because I will only be able to do it the one time. Fuck it. And I pull out the scroll of invisibility that Kaliana gave me and recite a few words, and I am gone.
What the fuck?
And then you feel a tap, tap, tap on your shoulder.
What the fuck?
Keg doesn't have object permanence.
That is now also canon. Okay. I guess I'll go back down to everyone else.
Quietly, please. And I will not be walking right next to you, but a little ways away. But you can trust me. I will not leave your side.
Okay.
Carefully.
If you can tap me every so often and remind me of that, that would be great.
One other thing. And there's a little flash on your shoulder, and there is a largish spider.
What the fuck?
A little quieter than that, please.
What the fuck?
That's the ticket. Let's go. Disembodied voice says, "Oh, this is going wonderful."
Jesus! I forgot you were there.
Kill it!
We gotta follow it first.
Okay, kill it and follow it.
Yeah, no, follow it, then kill it.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Tell Caleb to meet us downstairs.
Will you stop arguing and can we go downstairs carefully and quietly, please? Oh, by the way, I am invisible.
I didn't know you could. Oh, the scroll. Oh, good job, Caleb.
Yeah, it looks really good on you, man.
Yeah.
I am actually over here, though.
Oh, sorry.
Let's go. Let's go downstairs. I'll go first.
I whisper into Not's ear and say, just this once. I think I should go first.
You don't need to do this, Caleb, if you don't want to.
I'm not there anymore. Brave, dead, it's semantics, really. I am going to move into the room and sit down on the floor between the cage and the door. Yeah, and just wait.
You go to duck over towards Shikasta, and your face poof, hits something that's not there. It's like some sort of invisible force.
Why do I keep running into things? I need contact lenses.
You immediately recognize the familiar scent of Caleb's coat right in front of you.
Oh! Caleb, is that you?
Act natural. I'm going to slide out away from Not and look into the cage. Is anyone alive or dead in that cage?
Make a perception check.
19.
You see a small child, what looks to be a dwarf male, older. Both are looking scared, the child especially, but the dwarf kind of has his arms around the child protectively. Though it is a human child, it looks like they've both been in captivity for a bit, and at least he's feeling protective of the child.
Hello. I'm invisible. Stay as low as possible and this will all blow over quickly, I think.
Duck around to again so they can't see me.
You kind of bump into an invisible Caleb again.
Are there duplicates of you? How are you doing this?
I am very stealthy.
Oh, you are amazing.
Where's Caleb? Caleb?
Caleb!
Caleb's gone. Okay.
He's dead.
Who's the next in command when Caleb's not around?
You know, Keg, I feel like we don't need a man's approval for a plan necessarily. I think this is a pretty solid fucking plan.
What's the solid plan?
I don't have a plan.
In Beauregard's ear, she hears, I am just in the hallway ahead of you. Just chill out for a moment. And I will continue to let Frumpkin creep around if we are in that sort of a scenario.
Prado looks over his shoulder and goes, hurry!
Oh!
No, it gets an attack before you can pull him back. Okay. That's a 24.
But maybe it's only 1 point of damage.
That is 11 points of piercing damage. A rapid-fired arrow about that long, I'd say, against the spider. Would look terrible if it wasn't a fey entity that just dissipates into dust as it blinks back into its home dimension.
They are going to die. I point invisibly and say, the door that I'm pointing at, that one.
I don't know what you're saying. Waft your smell in the direction that...
And a gentle knock happens on the door in front of her.
A voice, familiar, creeps in again in the space around you.
What are you planning to accomplish? You've killed a few bottom barrel goons, but you're in my domain now. I'd first planned to make you into premium contraband when finished. However, I may just keep you all as my own personal pets.
Make a
Caleb
wisdom
is
saving
silently making the jerk-off motion in the room they're standing in. Let's get this door open. I used to have a cat. I do not any longer. Would you do us the favor of having a peek around with your bird, friend?
That sounds like a lovely idea.
You are able to do something so substantial.
I'm not of substance, if that's what you mean by substantial.
No, I mean-
Wherever you are.
I'm right in front of you.
Okay.
I'm right in front of you. I'm talking about...
I think I got an ear. I can do something that goes down and looks like keg.
As big as keg?
As big as keg? Yes. Keg's not very big.
In my head, I think, this is still going very well. I have not been hit. Here we go. And I'm at the bottom of the stairs already, not at the top. So what I would like to do is move my full movement and then use my action to dash and just stroll to the right of Not, and I will just touch her on the shoulder as I go and get as far as I can in that direction against the wall, if that's as far as I can get. So 60 feet.
You can get all the way over here.
Yeah, that's exactly where I want to be. And then
All
I will
right.
scooch down, not fully sitting, but like, bending my knees down and doing like a squat and thinking, this is okay. This is okay. This is okay. And then I'm going to lose invisibility because I start to weave my hand around my arm, and I am going to release Scorching Ray, 3 globs of fire up his ass in the sky.
All right. From out of the ether, for quite a while, invisible Caleb suddenly just blinks into view as these glowing embers begin to swirl around his hands, turning into a gouting burst of flame. Go ahead and roll for your strike.
Well, the first one was a natural 20, so... The second is a 19, and the third is a 23. So 86 total. It's a total of 19 damage, Scorching Ray to his ass.
All of them burst across the muscular but somewhat still rotund, like a barrel of muscle and blue rhinoceros hide. You see the flames leave these darkened, blackened spots on his exposed belly from the center of this leather armor straps like a harness around his torso. Just kind of looks at you.
Glad you could join us.
Wie geht's?